How many grams of iron 3 oxide are produced when 233.2 grams of iron 2 sulfide are used? Remember to organize your thoughts. For example, how many grams of iron 2 sulfide are in this problem? It says clearly 233.2 grams. This is your starting point. And what are we trying to look for? We're trying to find how many grams of iron 3 oxide are produced. And so let's put a question mark in the word grams right above iron 3 oxide right here. Remember, this kind of a problem requires 3 steps. We're given grams, and we're going to convert those grams to moles. Next, we're going to convert those moles of what we know to moles of what we are looking for in step 2, using coefficients or the mole ratio. And finally, we're going to convert those moles of what we're looking for to grams of what we're looking for. So let's make sure we label each one of those 3 steps. The first step, just to remind ourselves, is to convert from grams to moles. And so let's give that a try. Let's write the given 233.2 grams of iron 2 sulfide. That's the given. Now we convert by using a conversion factor. The units on the bottom are the units we're trying to cancel out. The units we're trying to cancel out in this case are the grams of iron 2 sulfide, FeS. That's why we put grams on the bottom. And on the top of the conversion, we use moles of FeS. Because after all, that's what this step is called. It's called converting grams to moles. You should also realize that this is the relationship between grams and moles. And so therefore, this is the molar mass. We need to calculate the molar mass of iron 2 sulfide. Let's do that over here. Let's write the formula again, FeS. And we see that there's 1 formula unit of iron and there's 1 formula unit of sulfur. And we multiply each by their individual molar mass. Iron has a molar mass of 56 grams per mole. Sulfur has a molar mass of 32 grams per mole. And that gives us 88 grams of iron 2 sulfide in 1 mole of iron 2 sulfide. Or 1 mole of iron 2 sulfide is 88 grams. We can now cancel out the grams. And now we're left with moles of iron 2 sulfide. And if you do that calculation, which is 233.2 divided by 188, the total we get is 233.2 divided by 88 gives us a total of 2.65 moles of iron 2 sulfide. Step 1 completed. In other words, 233.2 grams of iron 2 sulfide is 2.65 moles of iron 2 sulfide. Let's go on to the next step. Step 2, convert the moles of that, the moles of what you know, to the moles of what you're looking for. Remember, we're looking for iron 3 oxide, And so we're going to find the moles of that first, knowing that in the third step, we can convert those moles to grams. So let's write that previous answer, 2.65 moles of iron 2 sulfide. The unit that goes on the bottom of the conversion is the unit we're trying to cancel out. In this case, it's the moles of iron 2 sulfide. And on the top, the moles of the substance we are calculating for. And that is iron 3 oxide, Fe2O3. And you'll notice this is the mole ratio. We need, in converting from moles of one substance to moles of another substance, we need to use the coefficients, essentially the mole ratio. And so let's take a look. What is the coefficient of iron 3 oxide? It's a 2. So let's take this 2 and put it right here. What's the coefficient of iron 2 sulfide? It's a 4. So let's put that right here. And if you do this calculation, you'll cancel out moles of iron 2 sulfide, and you're left with moles of Fe2O3. I like writing the units so that I don't forget. Then I use the calculator. 2.65 times 2 divided by 4 gives us a total of 1.325, but more importantly, moles of iron 3 oxide. Step 2 completed. There's only one step left, and it is to take the moles of what we just were looking for, the moles, and convert those to grams. So 1.325 moles of Fe2O3. The unit that goes on the bottom of this conversion is the unit we're trying to cancel out. It's moles of Fe2O3. And on the top, we place the grams because after all, this step is called moles to grams, Fe2O3. And then we begin to realize, or hopefully we are automatically realizing, that this is the relationship between grams and moles. And we need, therefore, to calculate the molar mass. The molar mass of Fe2O3. Fe2O3. And we know that in Fe2O3 there are 2 formula units of iron and there are 3 formula units of oxygen. The molar mass of iron is 56 grams per mole. And so that's a total of 112 grams. And the molar mass of each oxygen is 16. That's 48. So therefore, 112 plus 48 gives us a total molar mass of 160 grams of Fe2O3 is 1 mole of Fe2O3. 160 grams is 1 mole. The moles of Fe2O3 cancel out, and we're left with the grams of Fe2O3, of iron 3 oxide. And essentially all we need to do is do the calculator work. 1.325 multiplied by 160 divided by 1 gives us 212 grams of iron 3 oxide. We can even write 212 grams of iron 3 oxide are produced. There are 3 steps in solving problems like this. You should review this particular video several times to make sure you understand each of the steps and why each of those steps was done, and then go on to do the other problems in the worksheet that's assigned.